Oh yeah, this is fun. Okay, so this was a tweet that went mega viral. So this was, you know, as of this morning.
Is great.
Yeah. So when I put this slideshow together, which was an hour and a half prior to the show, this was at 30.9 million views. So this is getting out there. I mean, this is a viral video that this guy tweeted out thinking he was making a point. Turns out is one of the most epic self-owns in the history of social media. He says, my wife is a brave Jew. We stood alone at Yale University today. She wore no mask and was proud. Now, again, by wore no mask, they know, and this is apparently common knowledge. The people wear masks because they don't want to be seen. So his point is she's not afraid to have her image and likeness seen. Notice the horde hiding behind their masks. So here's the video of this woman going up with a T-shirt that says Jew on it, clearly trying to provoke a response so they can prove that these campus protests are dangerous and that they're there to harass people and that they're anti-Semitic, right? That's clearly why you would go there and put out a video like this. And it
really shows what a bubble these people live in.
Yeah.
Like, really? What did you think was going to happen? They're filthy Juden! Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck did you really think was going to happen when you went there? They're just insane.
Insane. So here she is. Standing bravely.
Hans is a Jew, quick, get her!
Nobody paying much mind to her. Nobody comes up to her. Nobody bothers her. Nobody yells at her. Nobody spits on her. We'll give some people behind her. We'll get a closer look at that sign in a little while. Drum circle, people dancing in the background. She's standing there like she's like staring down a hostile army that's going to attack her. Nobody's paying her any mind. Now, that one, she stays silent, but there's another video where she tries to incite some sort of confrontation. Like, she's clearly there to troll and try and instigate a reaction so that this could have gone viral for the opposite reason. Look at the savage, Free Palestine protesters at Yale. This was on the Yale campus. Look at what they did to this poor woman. That's clearly what she was trying to incite. So here she is.
I am suggesting right now for end of the year awards, we have to do the best self-own of the year. Because now we have this. We have the end wokeness guy showing that fries went up 5 cents when they increased the minimum wage.
This is up there. Yeah, those two are definitely neck and neck. Yeah, for sure. So here she is. Okay, so the silent, defiant pose didn't really work. Nobody cared. So now she's going to start yelling at people, trying to get them to give a shit about her. Before we start, just understand, acting like she's the only Jew there, proving this is not a safe space for Jews. Well, look at the sign right next to her. Jews for a free Palestine. So, like, right next to her, you see Jews.
How stupid do you have to be?
Yeah. Here she goes.
I am not afraid. Look at my
I love the guy in the hoodie dancing in the background.
I am not afraid.
I'm not afraid. He's dancing.
My face on camera.
Show my face. The guy's standing. It's so great that he's in the frame dancing with the drum circle in the background, and she's trying to start a fight with them.
I don't know. Those people in the drum circle look shifty.
It's fucking hilarious.
Completely ignored.
Nobody pays her any mind whatsoever. She doesn't even get a heckler, because the people there are not stupid. They know she's trying to provoke them.
Right.
They know not to take the bait, and they don't have an interest in taking the bait. There are Jews there. There are Jews at the protest. I've been to the protest. Russell's been to the protest. You got Jews there saying, "Here we are, Jews for free Palestine." Like, she's there making a point.
Jewish Voice for Peace took over fucking Grand Central Terminal. They shut down train traffic for 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and then how indoctrinated do you have to be? Because that's what this is. They're indoctrinated. They're so indoctrinated by the idea that this is all driven by anti-Semitism that they really thought, wow, this is going to be really dangerous. But hey, we have to take a stand because Germany or something.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
And they went out and did it. And not only did they do it, they're so in their fucking head. They didn't realize how ridiculous they would look if they put out this video. They actually thought this video demonstrated their bravery. You have to be so fucking brainwashed to just not see what's in front of you, that your thesis is wrong. They just didn't even see that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good point. Like, if you went there to try and provoke a negative response and it didn't work,
they kept dancing.
You think you would say, all right, well, that didn't go the way we want. I guess I'll just keep this on my phone and not tweet it out. But no, he tweets it out.
No.
Look at this. This is just so funny. I love the dancer in the background. And he didn't even think to crop out the dancer from the frame.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just so good.
Dox
Not me.
me!
Dox me. That's what you're saying.
Dox me.
Oh, you doxed yourself. I feel bad for you. I really do. You should have worn a mask because it would have been easier to live this down. You should have put the mask on. You really should have. I mean, that is too bad. All right, so here's some good responses. I love this. This was a good meme. That was good. Well done. Thank you for proving what we've been saying, says OJ. Yes. Indeed. Thank you for proving what we've been saying, which is that we're not violent. We're not going to harass you. We're not going to intimidate you. We're going to let you make an idiot of yourself because you insist on making yourself the ultimate victim, even as tens of thousands of women and children are slaughtered, and the people there are peacefully trying to stop it as best they can. This just calls attention to that Jews for Every Palestine sign. But this is narcissistic behavior. The people in the photo behind her, those are the truly courageous Jewish people. But, folks, I'm not just brown-nosing. I'm not just saying this because he's my friend. The reason he's my friend, one of the reasons he's my friend, is because he fires off responses like this, is our friend Nick Cruz. Can you imagine if a Palestinian did this at a pro-fascist Israel rally? It would get violent quick. That's the difference between us and you monsters. Yes,
you know
exactly
what?
Right.
You're absolutely right. And part of that is because of the indoctrination this woman is showing. Like, looking at that. Okay, when I was there on October 8th, the day after the attack, on the Jewish counter-protester side, they were obsessed with accusing the pro-Palestine protesters of anti-Semitism. There was a woman walking around trying to wrangle Jews. I want to yell, you hate Jews. I want to yell, you hate Jews. And she would get other people. Yeah, I'll yell it. And they all get together. You hate Jews. They're obsessed with this premise and refuse to examine anything through any other lens. That's how you wind up this blind to reality, that you would not only do this, tweet it, not realizing you made a fool out of yourself. They didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. But what's amazing on a good note is that these sister solidarity protests have sprouted up. And, once the cops come in and start dragging protesters out at one university, that could have a chilling effect on other protests. But it's had the opposite, thankfully. Like, these kids have all right, you're going to come for them, you're going to have to come for me now.
It can have the opposite effect.
Yeah.
It can have the opposite effect. But I think you're going to see a lot more of this. I think, when I get back to New York, I am assuming this is going on. Frankly, I assume it's probably going to have grown. I read, actually, this started at the new school now. I think it's going to spread throughout campuses in New York. I'm going to go out to cover this, and I think, you're going to see them arresting, just like in the Vietnam era, man. They arrest them. Any pretense, disorderly conduct. It's just hit them with disorderly conduct, trespassing, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever. It doesn't matter to the cop doing it if the judge dismisses it. The point is to demoralize the protesters.
Yeah. But as you said, it's having the opposite effect. Like,
right.
These kids are saying, all right, well, I guess we're going to do this. And this signals a certain breakdown in the social order too, and in this case, it kind of works to the advantage. Like, these kids they don't seem to be very deterred by whatever consequences are hanging over their heads. Suspension, expulsion, rescinding job offers. At this point, like, these kids seem willing to go down with the ship. They're like, you know what? If Colombia was my ticket to success within this system, but this system relies on the slaughter of Arab women and children because they're Arab, then I don't want any part of it. And there's something inspiring about that, because they're not just demanding that their colleges divest from Israel. They are themselves, in a very material way, not an abstract way at all, they are divesting from the system that they bought into by enrolling at these universities in the first place. And that takes guts. It takes balls, and good on them for it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we need, as Nick pointed out, we particularly need the children of this class to create this kind of dissonance, because in the end, that was part of what turned the tide in the Vietnam era, because too many rich people's kids were getting locked up.
Right.
Too many of their own kids were getting arrested.
Yep.
That's also what turned the tide on. They were arresting people and giving them 20 years for a joint.
Yep.
But what do you do when it's the kids from Yale and Harvard who are getting arrested for a joint?
Exactly.
Please clap.